Not going to go for it yet, but pushing lanes there for top and mid. It makes it very hard for Beishuan to get a foothold, really.
Yeah, a bit of a rough spot to be in for the Viego, losing out the red buff and both scuttles, by the way. Prio lanes for LNG. Uh-oh.
No flash for you, Cal. He is dead. First blood going over to Tarzan on this Lee Sin, and yeah.
Job was already done, right? Yucal bait his own flash to set up that earlier play, and as a result, able to easily pull off that gang town. All could be in trouble here if he gets a stun out of the fog of war. It is quite long range.
Oh, they got him, and they're going to be able to proc him down. Remember, he has no ghost. He has no flash. One more auto attack, one more proc. They try to flash in with the safeguard, but they're not able to do it. Now Tarzan has to back himself away, even though Xiaoxiang is so low, and TT...
Trying to secure that initial one, but hold on. They're looking for Doinby. No flash, remember.
No flash, and they're going to get right on top of him, stun him down for an absolute eternity. It does not matter how much sustain you have, and that is going to be actually a never move landing up here onto Luma. It's still pretty tanky though with the aftershock. Going to take about half his HP down, but good reactions here from TT, and they're again just LNG not really respecting the lack of information they have.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's very little Doinby can do once you're in that scenario. The layering of CC was pretty good, but just an example of them returning. So they get that initial flash, didn't get the kill on that first play, but they do return and find it. And Tarzan will dash over to try and steal this. Not going to risk it. And Beishuan did a good job of blocking the Q. Now, oh my lord.
He's all-inning him. He's got the Ignite down. The Ignite gets traded back. Flash in. Xiaoxiang will trade it back one for one. Look around the horizon. And that's where we start to think about what's going to be happening, specifically in the spot side. You can see now Light level 6, Puff level 4. And he is going to be dead. Luamao just doing a nice little bit of an engage. And they are able to...
Well, we'll see what LNG opt to do with that one for the time being. It is a minute 30 until Dragon. You could try and use it mid to create pressure in the lane. Definitely a solution. Oh, Xiaoxiang looking though.
Oh, they're looking. There's a needlework coming in. Oh, they will not be able to get him to cut out there as Yucal comes up with the Destiny Gate to try to get the knock back. But Doonby is already in position to try and answer back. That's going to be a 1-for-1, 2-for-1 in favor of LNG. And they are starting to get themselves into a rhythm, even though it took them 3 games.
Yeah, really nice roam timing from Doinby, able to match.
Maybe a steal. They haven't really got vision on it though, and without that W available for Doonby anymore, it's going to be very difficult for them to be able to go for it. There's the Ezreal ultimate!
No way,
and he
man.
snipes it away.
No
Meishan didn't
way.
have smite.
Oh, man. You know this.
Yeah, and again, this is kind of how LNG have been playing this particular game. So much smarter, so much more cleaner than the side of TT. But they're going to see the quickness coming in. He flashes in, does get a knock up here onto Leona. And that's the burst down that you can expect when you have a Viego and Xayah on your team.
Yeah, smart play. He uses the ult in the fog of war.
Relatively close. Lumao going to drop down the ultimate. They flash in onto Southwind, who doesn't really have a place to go, and he will be traded back. So and the root, and now the TP on the backside of this. They're going to look to try and fully engage on top of it. The quickness is good to disengage, but then Zhonya's is good to build some time. Lumao is dead, so it's a 4v5 in favor of TT. The Heartbreaker over the wall, as Xiaoxiang needs to get himself out as well. They're going to flash away, so the Sonic Wave does not land. The Hex Gate's going to be used to reposition, and now they're going to try and re-engage in this fight. Look at Tarzan. He tries to get in the flash in, but he gets knocked up immediately. Southwind with an absolutely beautiful disengage, and now they can jump down onto the Swain. He finally gets himself back out on top of this fight as Beishuan is very, very low, but TT, they're dealing with LNG. LNG just couldn't get the damage down.
And honestly, just phenomenal play from Puff and Southwind to bait Tarzan in. Okay, I was looking at the Ezreal ult timer. It was just not available. Light was actually hitting the minions, so might have been able to come up sooner. But even we've seen Merc Treads picked up for Beishuan and Yucal. Really high value here. CC from the other.
They're looking for him. They're going to be able to find him, and there's nowhere for him to go. He's going to get caught up, CC down, and taken out. You can see there they're trying to maybe use the solar flare, but it was Southwind.
But also, like, the problem with Dragon is if you flip the Dragon,
they're going to look for a full engage here now. They land the gold card, the Everfrost. They bring down the Heartbreaker, and the Ezreal is dead. Now looking at the Gwen, and they can take her out too. Double kill for Beishuan. We talked about it right at the start of the day that they wanted this to be the carry jungler of this team, and he is doing just that.
You know what, Yucal, you redeemed yourself. That was a good play. Finds the stun card onto Light. Light with no cleanse, remember. Specifically went for the TP instead, which might end up causing
now Dragon has been started. It can't really be bursted by either side. You don't really have that single target, you know, percentage HP damage. Now both teams going to look for it. The Dragon will do significant work onto either side, whichever one it is focusing onto. You can see now with the auto attacks coming out, Light gets caught out and has to get jumped onto. He will disengage completely. Now Doomby trying to re-engage on top of this fight. The Dragon goes down. It's secured by LNG. They get themselves and they keep themselves fighting. Now we're going to see the quickness maybe coming in and trying to re-engage on top of this. Xiaoxiang flashes away. A lot of posturing. Dragon goes to LNG. No one dies. Shin, they will stop him out, but they will get to stun down him straight away afterwards. The stopwatch has been broken. Yukal, no TP, no flash, and no way of really saving himself should he get caught out just like that. And he is dead. The rest of his team say, I'm so sorry, Yukal. We have to back away. We cannot let you just throw away this game one more time. And now the Southwind.
Dude, it's a red buff. No way you die for a red buff.
Beishwan! Oh my god! Xenoblade lands. The Dragon has been proc. Beishwan has to Heartbreaker over the wall because he was left in no man's land. No flash available to him. Now he doesn't have that for any potential resets. We can see now Xiaoxiang. He's going to get the parlay off and try and maybe make something work. Southwind trying to jump in on top of Doonby, who's going in straight away. Tarzan gets the kick, but is it too far? He has got the GA and keeps himself relevant in this fight, but the Dragon has already gone down in favor of LNG. They take down the Lee Sin. They knock up Doonby, who has no more stasis, and they may look for the resets. TT, they might have done it. I think LNG overstayed.
Yeah, they went too far, and TT might try and end. They don't get a Dragon. And I think Light and Ale should be enough to defend such a small wave here. There is the True Shot Barrage, but they managed to get the fight win. They're going to do some damage. I don't think they can. Ale still has everything. Light still has ult to clear some of the minions.
Light's
I think they should be able to buy time.
They'll lose the inhibitor at minimum. TT, they don't gain themselves this Dragon Soul, but they will break open the base, and they're still pushing forward. The flash into the instant cleanse. They're trying to look for it, but they've already lost Southwind, and now Allah can actually start really putting in damage. TT, they're looking to maybe make this one work. They will trade back the Zaya for the Gwen, and this is going to be very staggered death timers. Beishwan sitting on top of these red buffs, or these camps as well. This Tarzan looks for something, gets the kick, but it gets parlayed, and they might try and look on top of him. Xiaoxiang, though, has already been caught and taken out. That was a good information play from LNG. They knew that Xiaoxiang
all for LNG.
Yeah, oh, they try to put Beishwan in a position to be able to steal. The exhaust does come down, though, on top of the Gwen, who goes golden to try and give by some more time. There's Puff going up into the feathers. They try and bring it all back. That's going to be Xiaoxiang falling down, and now LNG feel confident. Now they can chase it off with this Hex Soul, knowing they have the damage, they have the kiting, and they have everything they possibly could have. TT will fall to the wayside. Yukal trying his best to cut off the minion wave, but he will fall. And after everything, Ox, after all of this, we will potentially see a win for LNG.
Southern's trying to stop it, but there's still minions ahead.
Nice flash. That's about as much as I can say about that. That's honestly all I can say.
Beishwan, the solo defender, I just don't think he can do it right now. This might be it. This might be how it all ends.
This is how it ends. The Hexol. Do you know what it was? It was that one Infernal Drake that was stolen that kept LNG in the game, kept LNG in the series.